share button right now. Let others know that we are watching, that we are live. I want everyone to hit that like button right now and hit the share button. We are going live in a few moments, in a few seconds. And we're live, guys. We're getting right into it. Everybody hit that like button right now. And we are live. Hey guys, we're live. If you are watching for the first time and you don't know who I am, my name is E.DeanCole. And if you missed it, once again, if you don't know who I am, my name is E.DeanCole. I am a #1 best-selling author. I'm a speaker. I'm a CEO. I'm a business coach and a life coach. And this channel is Money Making Motivation, which is dedicated to economic empowerment through entrepreneurship. So that is what we are talking about. That is what we are doing. And as the title of the video says, it is how to establish credit without credit. And this is a live call-in show. So once we have 100 likes on the video, I'm going to open up the phone lines. And if you're watching this on the replay and you're like, Dean, I didn't know you were live. Two things. Thing number one, you've seen one of my videos before, but you did not subscribe. Or thing number two, you did subscribe, but you did not hit that notification bell. So it's very important for you to hit that notification bell so that you can make sure that you catch me when I'm live. And let me go ahead and see how I'm sounding. 100 likes on the video. I'm gonna open up the phone line. Yeah, we sounding pretty good. You guys like how we sounding today? Are you guys like how we sounding? Let's see. We sounding pretty good. Yeah, we sounding pretty good. You guys doing pretty good. Audio is low. All right. Well, that seems pretty good to me. All right. Let's see. Audio is on, and we are good to go. All right, guys. Let's see who is all in the building. So let's see who is all in the building today. So I want to give a shout out to. We got Louis Mejia. I just say Louis Mejia. Louis is the first person to chime in. Hey, Louis, how are you doing today? We have Night. We got Night Drivers in the building. Hey, Night Driver, how are you doing? We have Lee is in the building. Hey, Lee, how are you doing? We got D is in the building. Hey, D, how are you doing? I want everybody to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button right now. All right, so Chris has a question. Chris, we're gonna get into that in a little bit. We're gonna open up the phone lines in the building. In a minute. We got Ronnie Wilson is in the building. Hey, Ronnie, how are you doing today? Hit that like button right now. All right, we have, what's going on, Roger? We have Rogers in the building. How are you feeling today, Roger? All right, She's Social is in the building. Hey, She's Social, how are you doing? All right, we got Cool CEO, Sid is in the building. Hey, Cool Sid, how are you doing? We got Mr. Mullins is in the building. Hey, Edward Mullins, how are you doing today? I'm cleaner than a preacher. You said I'm cleaner than a preacher backup dance. I didn't know preachers had backup dances. That's funny to me. That's funny to me. That is so funny to me. All right, we got Absolutely Cleo is in the building. Hey, Absolutely, how are you doing today? Absolutely Cleo is in the building. All right, let's see who else is in the building today. All right, so we are going to go live and open up the phone lines in the building. All right, Styles is in the building. Hey, Style, how are you doing today? How are you doing? I am winning. That's Stevie. I'm tripping, not Styles. That's Stevie. Hey, Stevie, I'm doing pretty good. Let me make this bigger. I'm tripping. My eyes playing tricks on me. Doom, boom, doom, 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 doom. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, let me see. I can make this bigger. I should be able to make this bigger. Let's see. Control, boom, boom. There we go. Bam. Oh, that's beautiful. We Gucci. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely. Scott Parker's in the building. Hey, Scott, how you doing? All right, everyone, I want everybody right now to hit that like button and hit that share button. All right, hit that like button and the share button. Right now, we have a total of, let's see how many people we got watching live. All right, we have 51 people watching live right now. And it's a Monday, it's somewhat kind of slow. You're doing great. That's good, Stevie. I'm going to open up. You're winning too, Alzine. That's good. That's good. We got Tay, the truckers in the building. What's going on, Tay? How are you doing today? So we are going to open up the phone line, guys, in a moment and allow you guys to call in. But we got to get 100 people watching live. So I need everybody to hit that like button and also share this. Share this on your Facebook and share this on your Instagram. I did not I did not share this on any of my platforms. Let me move this other way. Let me just make this smaller. I just decided to go live, and I announced it halfway throughout the day. I changed the time a couple of times. I actually changed the time a couple of times. Let me go ahead and make this smaller too. And we just vibing. So if you're watching this on the replay, I'm like, hurry up and get to the point. Listen, the entire video is the point. Okay? If you're watching this on the replay, the entire video is in the point. All right, we have Nean Properties is in the building, always winning. How are you doing, Nean? That's good stuff. Great to see you back on YouTube. You said you can't view the comments. Sorry, working just listening. Okay, Ray, I appreciate you so much for that, my man. And if you guys are watching me and you're not subscribed to me on Instagram, make sure that you subscribe to me on Instagram. So you do Instagram.com/E.DeanCole, and make sure you can subscribe to me so the next time I'm live, if I announce it, you'll be able to see that I'm live there. All right, so let's see what we doing, how we looking. Like and share the channel. All right, it's Izine. The A is silent. Okay, Izine. Oh, it's Izine. Okay, I can appreciate that. I'm gonna open up the phone lines in a minute, guys. I'm not feeling 100%. My stomach acting up. All right, and I am going to open up the phone lines and we're going to answer your questions. So my stomach is feeling kind of funny, so we're going to go with this. So the first thing is this. So these are the rules of engagement, okay? So the title of this video is how to establish credit when you do not have credit. And so if you can call in, I'm going to answer your questions live on the air, as well as Quiet Storm is in the building. Hey, Quiet Storm, how are you doing? And as well as super chat. So if you do not want to call in, and if you for some reason don't want to call in, you're able to do a super chat, and the super chat question is going to get priority. So this is the order of importance. Priority is phone calls. So if you call in, we're taking your calls. That's thing number one. Second thing is going to be super chats. If you do not feel comfortable calling in, but you want to do a super chat, you can do a super chat, and then we're going to take your phone calls live on the air. So the phone lines are opened up. So we are taking your calls at 855-756-6639. That is 855-756-6639. And I am taking your calls live on the air. So give us a call and we can get into it. All right. So if you have a question, go ahead and shoot your question out there with the super chat or give us a call. 855-756-6639. And when you call in, you have to make sure you hit that number, number 2 so you can get me live on the air. All right, so let's look at the analytics right now. We have a total of 26 thumbs up and we have 4 thumbs down. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, everybody get those thumbs up going. And we are going to be taking you guys' phone calls. Oh man, I'm feeling, I drank some coffee and my coffee is kind of acting up, making me feel some type of way. So we're calling 855-756-6639. That is the call-in number, 855-756-6639. Now, a lot of people have questions about how to establish credit when you do not have credit. So have you guys ever heard that it is impossible or believe that it's hard to establish credit? If you think it's hard, I want you to say it's hard. If you don't think it's hard, I want you to say you don't think it's hard. Hey, Tim, how are you doing? We got Timothy Hall is in the building. What's going on, Tim? If you don't think it's hard, I want you to say it's not hard. If you think it's hard, I want you to say it's hard. Or it's not hard. I am feeling I'm tired. I was pushing through. Today has been a long day, and it's a Monday, a case of the Mondays. And so I feeling some type of way. So Quiet Storm says it's hard. All right, so Paul says you love my 5-part series. I appreciate it, Paul. All right, but today we are talking about how to establish credit when you don't have credit. All right, so Azine says you think it's hard. Paul says you think it's hard. The CAD guy says it's not hard at all. All right, Driver says it's hard. Authentically says it's not hard. It says Avia, not hard. It's not hard. Okay, Maurice Smith says it's not hard. Okay. I got a little confused when I saw the two blues. Kind of messed with me. Timothy Hall says, I'm a client. It's easier than I thought. Well, that's because you are a client. And so I have given you access to trade lines that are going to give you credit. So that's good stuff. All right. So Maurice says that you see a lot of people charging to piggyback off of credit cards. Those are called trade lines. All right. And I'm going to get into that with the trade lines and what exactly that means for the trade lines. Let me know, guys, if the phone lines are working. I believe I did. I do have the phone lines up and going. All right, so Krishida says that it's hard because of circumstances. Let me know if we're having issues with the phone lines. So I might cut this stream short, guys. For some reason, I'm not feeling good. I don't think the coffee that I had was bad, but I'm feeling queasy. People just have to do the research. Yes, so that's a very good option. You could do the research. You could also reach out to individuals like myself. But the very first thing is this: is that if you're wanting to establish credit, you're able to establish credit, and you're able to do so. I'm going to talk about the myths related to that, but we have a caller on the line. Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from? I'm glad that the phone lines are working, and we know that they're working good.
Hello, my name's Paul. I was calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
Hey, Paul, how are you, sir?
I was wondering. I'm doing all right, man. Just enjoying your video.
It's good stuff.
What you've been putting out lately.
Yes, sir.
And what I wanted to ask is, I have multiple years where I have some tax issues that haven't been resolved.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, is it a bad move to go forward with the stuff you prescribed in many of your videos, with the business address, the LLC, the EIN, and the business account and the bank? Is it a bad move to go forward before you resolve those issues?
Okay, so when you say you have tax issues, let's be specific. So do you have a tax lien that's showing up on your credit report right now?
I'm sorry, is the tax issue showing up on my credit report?
Yes. Okay, well, if it's not showing up on your credit report, then you're fine. You don't have to worry about it. What happens is that if you go up to 5 years without paying your taxes, and then you get a tax lien that's on your credit report, that's when it's going to negatively affect you. Now, you're able to build business credit.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, sir. Now, you're able to build business credit that's 100% separate from your personal credit, especially if it's personal income tax and not business income tax. So now let me ask another further. Is it business taxes that you're having issues with, or is it personal taxes you're having issues with?
No. It's income taxes. Yeah, I'm contesting some amounts that are being assessed.
Okay. Okay.
It's just the bill's going up while I'm arguing my point.
I got you. I completely understand. Well, that being said, yes, you should go ahead and continue to move forward, build up your business credit. You're able to do that because the taxes, that as long as this doesn't show up on your credit report and you have a actual judgment or a lien, you're fine. And then if you do have a judgment or a lien, what you're able to do is you're able to build business credit that's separate from your personal credit to where it doesn't affect it at all. So it's easier to build business credit. It's easier to build business credit when you do have good personal credit, but even if you don't have good personal credit, then you are still able to build business credit. I hope I answered your question today, my man.
Yeah, definitely. You've offered some relief on that issue. Thank you.
That's good stuff. You're so very welcome. I appreciate it, guys. We're taking your calls, 855-756-6639. That is 855-756-6639. All right. So Nigel says that you bought my books. It's a great, but the links are bad. Absolutely, Nigel. The reason why is because that book was from 2016. So those links do not work anymore. That's the reason why we no longer have that book actually available. And now we have YouTube and we have Instagram, so that if you need to have access to those things, you're able to have access to them now, Nigel. So that's the reason why we do that. So someone had a question about trade lines, you can either call in or do a super chat. That's how we're handling those. That's how we're handling that. And so it's important to our latest book that we have out. We sold out of it at our last live event. When we sold out at our last live event, it was pretty cool. It was really, really cool, and we were signing the books, and I really did enjoy that a lot. I enjoyed that quite a bit. It was fun signing all the books, meeting all of you guys live in person when we were live and in person. I really did like that a lot. So so what we're talking about is the aspect of how to build credit even when you don't have credit. One of the things that you're able to do is you can work with trade lines. So somebody just said trade lines in a question mark. So let's talk about trade lines for a moment. Do you guys know what trade lines are? If you know what they are, I want you to say, I know. If you don't know what trade lines are, I want you to say, don't know. So if you know what trade lines are, I want you to say, I know. If you don't know what trade lines are, I want you to say, don't know. Let's do a temperature check, guys. And I am not feeling the best at all, but I'm going to continue to push through, guys. So let's see this. Like I said, remember, phone calls take priority. 855-756-6639. That's 855-756-6639. And then after, if you're not able to call in, you do a super chat, and that takes priority after that. Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey man, this is Hector. You got the nice desk over there, home. You got fire up one of them stogies, bro.
Hey, Hector, how are you doing today, my man? That was a troll. That's too funny. That was a troll. Okay, so let's go ahead and look. I see a lot of people says I know. So Maurice says that I know. All right, so Night Driver says that I know. Isaac was blank. All right, so most of you guys says I know. All right, Divine Legacy Builders is in the building. Hey, Divine Legacy Builders says I know. All right, let's see. Silk is in the building. Hey, Silk, how you doing? Says I know. All right, Quiet Storm says I know. All right, King of Pop 2 says I know. So most of you guys say that you know. This is good because you guys follow me, which is great. But if you don't, so for the sake of the replay, and I apologize that my energy isn't where it should be. Like I said, I drank some coffee, and I hadn't had cream, and I think the cream is really messing with me. But what happens is a trade line is when you purchase existing lines of credit. So there are individuals that will work really hard, and they will work really hard, and they will have good credit. So I use the scenario of Aunt Jackie and Aunt Jacqueline and Aunt Jackie. So Aunt Jacqueline, she has always had the best credit. She worked at the phone company ever since you were 2 years old, and now you're 20 years old. So she has 18 years on the job. When Jacqueline got a job for the phone company, she opened up a credit card with Bank of America. So she has 18 years of perfect payment history. Jacqueline has A1 credit. So if you go to Aunt Jacqueline and say, hey, I want to buy a house, but my credit is shot, will you add me as an authorized user so that I can piggyback with you? And Aunt Jacqueline, she's going to say, of course, baby, I love you. You know, of course, anything for you. She doesn't necessarily know what that means, but what you do is she adds you as an authorized user. So now all that credit history that Aunt Jacqueline had is now added to your credit profile. So that's helped boost your credit score. Now, a lot of people don't have Aunt Jacquelines. They don't. So then you have somebody like Aunt Jackie. Aunt Jackie, the different way around. Aunt Jackie used to do cocaine. You dig? Aunt Jackie used to turn tricks on the street. You dig? Aunt Jackie has been in and out of prison. You dig? And Aunt Jackie done got herself together. Aunt Jackie has been on the straight and narrow for the past 9 years. She doing her thing, flipping real estate. She's doing what she wants to do. She's staying clean. Aunt Jackie is doing good. But Aunt Jackie, when she got out, she established her credit. She has same 700, 800 credit score. You go to Aunt Jackie, and Aunt Jackie say, Aunt Jackie, I want to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I want to get myself together. I want to get a car. Or I want to get a house. Aunt Jackie said, okay, you know what, nephew or niece, let me tell you something. I had it hard coming up. So what I'm gonna do is I'll let you use my credit, but it's gonna cost you. And you can only use it for 3 months. Well, Aunt Jackie, what's the point of me using it for 3 months? Because what's gonna happen is after the 3 months, it's gonna fall off. I can go ahead and sell it to somebody else, but your scores will get better, right? So that's called purchasing a trade line. So that's how that works. Now, the third aspect is that there are companies out there that have legitimate open lines of credit that report to your credit bureau that you will have to pay membership fees in order to obtain a membership through them, and they will report on your credit report. Now, this is the thing. On Jacqueline, 18 years will show up because she's had that credit for 18 years. Aunt Jackie, 9 years will show up because she's had the credit for 9 years. But an actual company that provides it, that provides an open line of credit, not necessarily a trade line, but an open line of credit that you can utilize maybe for travel, or you can utilize maybe for jewelry, or you can use for electronics, they're gonna show up $10,000 line of credit, but it's going to have zero history. But it's okay because that's gonna help boost your credit. If that makes sense, I want you guys to say makes sense. All right? We have Lady Beast is in the building. First time watching live. Hey, Lady Beast, how are you doing today? I'm glad that you are able to watch me live, Lady Beast. How are you doing today? Lady Beast is in the building. Lady Beast, since you're watching for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And after you subscribe, you hit that notification bell. So the next time I'm live, you can make sure that you catch me as well. All right? All right. Don't feed the trolls. PT is in the building. Passive income trucker, which is Scott Davies, is in the building. Hey, Scott, how are you doing today? All right. So Scott Parker says that makes sense. All right. Night Driver says that makes sense. Absolutely. Divine Legacy says ain't letting you borrow netting. Absolutely. All right. That's good stuff. And guys, I am still taking your phone calls if you guys want to call in. And sometimes if you're watching on your phone, you can't call in, but if you want to call in and talk to me, I'm answering your questions live, 855-756-6639. That is 855-756-6639. So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so Scott Parker says, I'm trying to build my business credit, but most of the trade lines I've applied for ask for a guarantor. What should I do? Well, Scott, the best thing for you to do is you have to go to starter accounts, okay? So you need to go. It depends on how you're set up. So you have to make sure that you're set up the right way, Scott. That question is a bit convoluted. So the very first thing is I need to know, are you a LLC? Matter of fact, Scott, call in. Call in. Scott, if you're serious and you really want to know the answer to that, call in so that way I can answer specific questions. So that way I can give you a real good answer based on your specific scenario. All right, so let's see what are other questions I have. So Divine Legacy says, do you know of any trade lines that last longer than 2 billing cycles, or do you just have to keep buying them line of credit every few months? Well, Divine, that's a very good question. The purpose for trade lines is not for novelty. So there are 3 types of people that are trying to build their credit. I want everyone, if you're with me, I'm going to teach. There are 3 types of people that are looking to build their credit. I want everyone to say 3, okay? I want everyone to say 3. If you're with me, I want everyone to say 3. All right? All right. So Lady B says that, and you enrolled last week in the course. Absolutely, Lady B. Beast, I'm glad that you are doing very well and enrolling the course, okay? All right. Queen of Credit, Miss Coach Deloach, on point 100. Thank you so much for Queen of Credit, Miss Coach Deloach. All right, so Knight Rider says 3. All right, thank you so much for participating. Dominique says 3. Thank you for participating. Dominique says 3. All right, for Kick says 3. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. So there are 3 type of people that are trying to build their credit, all right? And you can see which category of these 3 people you fall into. And I apologize, my energy is somewhat low, guys. Like I said, my energy is kind of low. My stomach is feeling some type of way. We have 73 people watching live right now, and we only have a total of 43 thumbs up. We have 6 thumbs down. Come on, I want all 73 of you guys to hit that thumbs up button right now. So all of you guys, I want you to hit the thumbs up button right now. But so there's basically 3 different ways in which you're able to There are three type of people that are trying to build their credit. The first type of person is a person that does not have any credit, which is what this show is dedicated to, because we're talking about how to establish credit when you don't have credit. The second type of person that's trying to build their credit is they're trying to build their credit because they want to acquire something, like they have mediocre credit or they have bad credit, and they're trying to acquire a car or a home or get funding or something along those lines. And then the third type of person is that they want to build credit because it looks good and they like the status symbol that it causes, and they just have a goal that they're trying to set. If you're trying to build credit and you're the latter, it's okay. That's you want to make sure you're the best version of yourself. But purchasing trade lines is not the way to go for that, because purchasing trade lines is ideal for the first two people. It's specifically for the second type of person, because the purpose for the trade line is so that you can acquire your goal. Because once you acquire your goal and you get new lines of credit, what's going to happen from there is now you're able to open up and get more lines of credit that are similar to the trade line you got. That's called credit mirroring. Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Hello? Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Yes, sir. Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Scott.
Hey, Scott, thanks so much for calling in, my man. I'm glad that you decided to call in. I appreciate that
Yes,
today. All right, so before I do that, I wanna make sure that we're good. Mr. Lewin is in the building. Hey, so for you guys that I explained, the three different type of people, if that makes sense, I want you guys to give me 3 thumbs up. All right, you give me 3 thumbs up. Give me 3 thumbs up across the screen. Give me 3 thumbs up. Give me 3 thumbs up if that makes sense. Give me 3 thumbs up. So hey, Scott, how are you doing today, my man?
How's it going?
I am winning,
good,
my
I'm
man.
good.
That's good. I'm winning. How you liking the show?
Oh, I love the show, man. I try to check in with you as much as possible.
That's good. So catch me up to exactly where you are. So you're saying that you're applying. Tell me a little backdrop. Let me know what type of credit do you currently have, what type of business you currently have. How long have you been in business?
I have a transportation business.
Okay.
I started Black Wolf back in 2018.
Okay.
And I have 5 trade lines so far, like the regular basics, like U-line, Granger, things like that, to start to build it up.
Okay.
So when I try to go past that point to add more trade lines, the next level is more, they're telling me that I need to have a guarantor. You know what I mean? Like a personal guarantor. And I can't, in my personal credit I'm working on right now, so I don't want to use my personal credit. So should I just be patient or you know, I'm stuck.
Okay, so let me ask this. So in 2018, did you create an LLC or did you create a sole proprietorship or INC?
No, I'm a LLC.
Your LLC since 2018?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, what state are you in? What state do you live in?
I'm in Atlanta.
In Atlanta? Okay, so you're in the state of Georgia. All right, and
I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's all right. Now, when you said that you have those starter accounts, do you currently have an 80 paydex score?
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay, you have an 80 paydex score with Dun & Bradstreet.
Right.
Okay, and so who are you trying to go and get credit from specifically?
I'm trying to buy my equipment. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my dually started.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my double. I'm trying to get all of that stuff. You know, and everywhere I go, I get blocked. You know, they're like, okay, either your company's too young, or you don't have enough trade lines, or you know, I'm just getting blocked everywhere I try.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you called in because that isn't tier 2. What you're talking about is tier 3 and 4. So that's the reason why it's very important that we follow the steps and follow the recipe. Because if you just sit and wait, that's still not going to change. So they're not going to tell you the real reason why you're being denied. The real reason why you're being denied is because you have to have tier 2 credit. So with tier 2 credit for you would be a line of credit that reports to Experian Business, and it's over 2,500. You said, what do you currently have reporting right now?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you say?
What companies do you currently have reporting right now? What do you have reporting on your profile?
I have got U-Line, I got Quill, I have Granger, I have Home Depot.
Okay.
I got a few of them. Strategic Solutions. You know,
all reporting. Now with your Home Depot, how much do you have? Is that 1,500, or what do you have on your Home Depot card?
No, they started me out with 450.
Okay, they started you out with 450. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you're in the transportation business as well, right?
Yes, sir.
All
I'm a
right.
truck driver.
Okay. So let me ask you this: do you have your website up and running yet?
No, sir, I don't have any website yet.
Okay. So you're going to need your website, and you're going to need an email address that ends in your business name. What is your business name?
Black Wolf Transport LLC. I do have an email address on my business name.
All right. So what is your email address?
Black Wolf Transport LLC at gmail.com.
That is not a business address, sir. That's a Gmail account.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's okay.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's why you're watching. That's okay. That's good. That's why you're watching. It's okay. So your email address needs to be something like Scott at Black Wolf Transport LLC. Your email address needs to be something like info at Black Scott Transport, or whatever your business name, whatever you want. You want it to be 1-800-Blacksmith, or whatever you choose it to be, but it has to end in a domain name. So this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to, I suggest you enroll into my course. Because when you enroll into my course, we walk you step by step through the process of doing this. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to force yourself in the automatic underwriting engines. And this is how you do that. The way that you force yourself in the automatic underwriting engines is you're going to have to get you a website. It doesn't have to be the fanciest thing. Like, one of the best things about being enrolled into the course is that we actually teach you step by step on how you're able to build a business professional website. If you want, we can have a member of the team to do it for you for like only $150, or you can, if you're savvy enough, you can follow along with the training course and you can do it yourself. So that's thing number one. Thing number two is you're going to need a domain as well. So it's going to have to be your email address. You have to have a business professional email address, because that is one of the underwriting guidelines for the companies I'm about to tell you to go to. So once you have your email set up and you have a legitimate email, because they won't even look at your application, because they're saying that in the lenders that I'm about to tell you about, they won't even look at your application if it's not a legitimate business email. And what I mean by that is like your name at your business, so on and so forth. So the second thing is that, the third thing is that you're also now going to have to index yourself. Now, with your website, we have a section in our course that's called SEO for credit approvals. And what this does is it forces your information into the automatic underwriting engines so that you're not red flagged. I'm a little nervous that you might be red flagged. Do you currently have a business address, or are you using your home address?
I'm using my home address.
Okay, so you are red flagged. So those are the reasons why you're denied, because even though your business has been there since 2018, in the eyes of the lenders, they say you're a new business, you're too new, you're a baby business. But you can change that in 90 days. You can change that in 90 days. There are lenders. You need to make sure that you update your information. In our course, we walk you step by step through this process so that you can establish yourself. You're able to chew the meat and spit out the bones, because some stuff you already have, but there's a lot of things that you're missing. And once you do that, then we have a list of 15 different lenders that will approve you for tier 2 credit. But before you get approved for tier 2, you have to have those things. They will not give you any funding without those things.
How do do I call this number, or how do I get in touch with you?
Well, no. So you have to. The way you would need to do is, if you go, there's a link in the bottom of every video we have, and there you'll see the hands. It'll show you where to go, to where you're able to register, as well as call the office number. That number is this right here is just for the radio station. Office number is 1-800. I don't even know my own phone number. Jesus, it's been over a day. 1-800-867-7941. That's 1-800-867-7941. Yep. 1-800-867-7941. But then also Like I said, if you look at the bottom of every single video in the description, you'll see a link, a hand that'll point to where to go. You follow that link, it'll take you to where you need to go, and then we walk you step by step through the process so that you can get that. So you're wanting to get tier 3 credit, and you need to go to tier 2 first because your credit isn't the best. If your credit was better, then you can skip. But because your credit isn't the best, you have to go from tier 2 to tier 3. Does that make sense? If you guys are watching on the makes sense? Okay. Thanks so much for that. Mr. Lewin actually just dropped the link right there. I appreciate that. Mr. Lewin is a client of mine as well as he's a client of mine as well as he is a admin. What's going on? We got Trucker Brown is in the building. What's up, TB? How you feeling today, my man? So yes, so 800-867-7941. Thanks so much for that. 1-800-867-7941. You're very, very welcome. Well, I appreciate you so much for calling, and keep up the good work, my man, and make sure that you spread it. Make sure you share this on Facebook and on Instagram. Guys, we are taking your phone calls live in the office. I'm sorry, not in the office. We're taking your calls live on air, 855-756-6639. That is 855-756-6639. So if you guys, if that made sense to you guys that are watching, if that made sense, I want you to say made sense, okay? Now I appreciate you guys helping me get my energy back up. I feel like myself again. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like doing something right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like being myself. You guys are. I love what I do, and I love teaching truth to power to people like yourself. I love teaching truth to power to people like yourself. So I really do appreciate it so much, guys, for just watching and just tuning in. So sorry, Night Driver said that made sense. I appreciate that. Absolutely. We are in the building, guys. So I'm taking your phone calls, and we can just rock out. We can just rock is out. You guys want to rock out? We can just rock out. I am taking your phone calls. 855-756-6639. 855-756-6669. She's Social said made sense. Thanks so much for that. She's Social. Ray David says that it made sense. And I know you're working, my man. I know that you're not going to be able to respond. JP is in the building. What's going on, JP? That's good stuff. Love the info logic replay. I appreciate it. That's what I do. I love what I do. And that's what I do for that very, very reason. We have 89 people watching live right now. I want all 89 of you guys to hit that like button right now. And we have only 58 thumbs up. The rest of people, I think I've learned they're called hate watchers. I think that's what they call them, hate watchers, people watching and hate. And then also there might be some people that's just watching and they driving, and I get that. I completely get that. If they watching and they driving, I get that. All right. We have 92 people. So the more you guys like it, the more it goes up. We have 92 people watching live right now. All right. So Raquel says, if I am just establishing credit with no credit history, what is the best option? So Raquel, that's a very good question. The best thing for you to do is to get guaranteed lines of credit. So Raquel and Raquel only. Raquel Patterson. All right. Raquel and Raquel Patterson only. Okay. Raquel, come to my Instagram right here. Go to my Instagram, Raquel. It is instagram.com/E.DeanCole. So what I want you to do, Raquel, is take a screenshot showing me that you are subscribed to this video. All right. Take a screenshot, not that you're subscribed to this video, I'm sorry. Take a screenshot showing me that you're subscribed to me on YouTube, and then follow me on Instagram and send me a message and say, hey, I'm Raquel Patterson. And what I'll do is I will give you I have a free course that is going to give you $15,000 of guaranteed lines of credit that's going to help you establish yourself and establish your lines of credit. Now, the reason why these companies are there is because, remember, we talked about different trade lines. The reason why we talked about different trade lines, we talked about getting a seasoned trade line. Then we also talked about companies that specialize in working with people with no credit, okay? We talked about people that specialize in working in low credit and bad credit. So those people that specialize, there are companies that specialize in working in low credit and bad credit. What they're going to do is that they're going to give you lines of credit that report to the credit bureaus. And they're going to give you lines of credit that report as if they are $5,000 or $10,000. There's even some that are $20,000 that I'm in the process of working with that shows up as a $20,000 line of credit. Okay, the reason why that's important is because thank you so much for getting that for getting John up out of here. I appreciate that. Who was that? That was Mr. Lewin. I appreciate you. All right. So that being said, the reason why let me make Quiet Storm a mod, because Quiet Storm been rocking with me for a minute. Let me make you a mod, Quiet Storm, add as a moderator. All right, so I got you as a moderator, Quiet Storm. You're now a mod. You have a wrench. So now if you see some negativity like that, you can go ahead and take care of it, Quiet Storm. Thank you for your support. But so, yeah, so that being said, what you would need to do is these companies will report to your credit bureaus. Now, your credit is a algebra equation, okay? It's a quantitative algorithm, fancy term. A quantitative algorithm, and what it does is it's made up of 5 different parts. And so when you go to get new lines of credit, there's something that's called a credit type, right? I want everyone to say credit type. In the comments, I want you to say credit type. There is a credit type that you have, all right? Your credit type that you have on your profile is what makes you eligible for more credit. Now, if you get a high risk, bad credit card, you will instantly be considered a high risk borrower, even if you're not a high risk borrower. Just because maybe that's the only credit card that you knew about, like a Horizon card, or like a Fingerhut card, or a secured credit card, it's going to put you in the category of high risk, and it's going to be more difficult for you to get larger lines of credit. That's the reason why I have those resources for free. For people, for particular individuals, when the Spirit of the Lord leads me to do so. And today, the Spirit of the Lord led me to do so for Miss Patterson. So when that happens, then you're able to. Get more lines of credit because of that. All right. Thank you guys so much for participating. Silk, thanks so much for that, guys. I really appreciate you guys for your participating. So does that make sense, Raquel? So Raquel, does that answer your question? Glad I feel better. Thank you so much for that, Quiet Storm. All right. so Mr. Lewis said troll shot, got the sniper rifle on him. That's what I'm talking about. Got the sniper rifle on him. You know what? Somebody asked the question earlier today. Let's see who it was that asked that question earlier. Boom. Let's see who that was that asked the question earlier. And if you're watching on the replay, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so the next time I'm live, we'll be good to go. So somebody asked a question. It was, all right, I just answered the question. So Kershita says, I have a question about the secured credit card. Every credit repair and realtor says it's okay in some cases. Just need some clarity. Well, that's a very good question. So realtors, they're great when it comes to looking at real estate. They got to stay in their lane. Some realtors are great when it comes to real estate. They need to stay in their lane. However, when it comes to credit repair people, a lot of people that do credit repair, they are not real legit credit repair. All right. And I don't want to, I said I was going to share this because this guy, I get these guys that try to come into my DMs all the time. Let me share something with you guys. I said that I wasn't going to put them on blast, and I'm not going to put them on blast. Let me see if I can edit this really quickly. Let me see if I can edit this really quickly. I want to share something with you guys because a lot of these people that walk around and say that they're credit experts and credit gurus are not. And that's the reason why it bothers me as a legit business consultant. And that's why it's very important who you pay attention to. Where did he go? He was begging to be in my course. And in my course, we have a non-compete clause. And so we have a non-compete clause. Where we at? We have a non-compete clause. Ooh. Let me find it, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Where did it go? Is that it? Nope, that ain't it. Where that? This is impromptu and this is live, guys. Where is that? I'm gonna show you. I could just go to the DM, but nah, I think I edited it. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Where that? Is this it right here? No, where is that? I don't see it. Let me just go to my DM. Do. There we go. All right, let me edit this out so the person can't see. Guys, thank you so much for your patience. Hey, Christopher. All right, Christopher. All right, so let me edit this. I'm going to show this to you guys. Boom, boom. Let me edit this real quick so I don't put the man on blast too tough. Because we believe in privacy over here. We follow all the guidelines and the rules when it comes to privacy. We ain't playing no games. Let's see. Let me see. Let me edit this out. This is so impromptu, guys. I hope you're not bored. Let me cancel this out. Let me do it this way. It'd be easier if I did it this way. It'd be easier if I did it like this. Give me a moment, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Terrence P is in the building. Hey, Terrence, how are you doing today? If you guys are enjoying this, I want you to say yes in the comments. If you guys are enjoying this, I want you to say yes as I get ready to show you this. Because you know me, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. And I'll show you. If I have to show so many different stuff all the time. And if I was to share with you guys all the stuff, here we go. All the stuff that we do, that we go through. All right, so I showed you guys all the stuff. Matter of fact, let me do the 3 for this. If I shared and showed you guys, there we go. There we go. Do. Thank you guys so much for your patience. All right, there's that. All right, guys. Boom, 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 boom. I really appreciate you guys so much for your patience. I'm trying to protect. I could just post it but I don't want to do that to my man. You know what I'm saying? He don't deserve that. But I just want to show you guys. I want to show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. So you have to be careful. That's why you have to be careful. Because you get people like Aunt Jackie. Nothing wrong with Aunt Jackie. Nothing at all wrong with Aunt Jackie. Ain't nothing wrong with Aunt Jackie. And so listen, the reason why I know what I know is because of the 19 years that I have in banking and finance. You know what I'm saying? And you get these people that are credit experts. Now, I do have something that's called coaching the coach. All right. I do have something called coaching the coach, where if you want to learn that, you want to learn how to be a business consultant, or you want to learn how to be a coach, not how to be a credit repair expert. If you choose to do credit consulting, or if you choose to do consulting for finances, that's something that's different. If that's what you want to do, then you could do that. However, the coaching the coach course costs $5,000. And if you want to do that, we could definitely set that up. But you're not going to go through the regular course to learn, because we have a non-compete clause. Give me a moment, guys, while I bring this up so that I can show you guys. Okay, I thought we definitely got William Worthington up out of there. That's what I assumed that we did. I assumed that we got him up out of there, but thank you guys so much for getting him up out of there, for blocking him. Shooter Brown got him up out of there. Let's go ahead and delete this guy altogether. Let's go to his channel. All right, let's go to William Worthington's channel, and let's go ahead and block this son of a gun. Let's block this joker. Let's go on and do that. like that, and that, and like that. Let's go ahead and block him. Oh, he's blocked. All right, there we go. There we go. Harassment and cyberbullying. There we go. There we go. So let me go ahead and bring this up on the screen so I can show you guys, and then we could talk about this. Let me ask you guys, how many guys have ever went with somebody who did credit repair and they jacked up your credit? If you've ever went with somebody that does credit repair and they jacked up your credit, I want you to say, ouch. If it was you, if you've ever gone through and somebody jacked up your credit, I want you to say, ouch. If it was you. Save it. Yes. Credit expert. Boom. If that's happened to you, I want you to say, ouch. All right, so Kamika said, I did. All right, Kamika said, ouch. Kamika said, ouch. Let me tell you guys why this is important. Let me add this image right here. All right. Let's see, what credit expert, where you go? There you go, credit expert. There you go. There go the credit expert up on the screen. Let me put them up right here so y'all can see this. Y'all can see the credit expert. Y'all can see the credit expert up on the screen. Which view is better? Yeah, this view now. This view is right here is better. Yeah, so let me go ahead and add them right here. Boom, boom. Just add the credit expert up there. Copy. Thank you guys so much for your patience. There we go. Bam. There we go. Credit expert up on the screen. There we go. We got Mr. Credit Expert up on the screen here. You guys can see. If you guys can see, I want you to say C. If you guys can see, I want you guys to say C. All right. If you guys can see this, I want you to say can see. If you guys can see, I want you to say can see. See, I had to protect my man because we have integrity around here. We have integrity around here. You guys can see it? You can say, all right, so let's go back to the ouches before we do that. So Howard, unfortunately, Howard got himself messed up. William says, ouch, I appreciate that. Thank you for that. All right, for sure, Kick says, ouch. All right, so Dexter says, ouch. All right, the last person to say ouch was absolutely Cleo says, ouch, absolutely. What did Maurice Anderson say? Maurice Anderson says, everybody is a credit expert on Instagram. Maurice! That's true. We talk about it in real life instead of on Instagram. And what's so funny is that his following is better than mine. This person's following is double the size of mine. But it's a fake following. Because if you go to my Instagram, I post a picture. You'll see get like 4,000 likes, 3,000. If I post a video, get like, 10,000 views on most cases because of my numbers. He has 200, 500, and it's double mine. So it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fake. Come on with the games. It's fake. So, let's see. Why has that bar on the top? Oh, okay. That's just the bar. All right. So let me go. So you guys can see it. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. Okay. All right. William Worthington with another one. All right. So William Worthington with another one. And wonder the reason why we think that they are racist. Well, thanks so much for making us successful, William Worthington. So, as you guys can see right here, so this is me. So I'm in the gray. I am in the gray, okay? So I am in the gray. So I'm in the gray. It says, good morning, sir. I do apologize for the inconvenience, but our course has a non-compete clause. We will refund you your initial payment today. ahora mismo. When? Ahora mismo. Today, el día. When? Ahora mismo. Because what happens is that we find out that my bracelet acting up. So we find out that he's a quote unquote credit expert, credit guru. He says right here, we will refund you your initial payment ahora mismo today, and you should receive in 3 to 5 business days. You should receive it in 3 to 5 business days, depending on your bank. And then and this is what he says. He says, I just realized that I don't do the credit repair myself. I resell the service for a company. I appreciate your transparency. I just want to build my business credit. So if that's the case, and you're a reseller and you're a business, that means you should do our Coaching the Coach course, which is a $5,000 course. We absolutely would love to teach you. Coaching the Coach, $5,000. If as a legit good business consultant, you should be making around $100,000 a year. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So we teach you how to be a business coach and how to be a consultant. If that's something you want to do, that course costs $5,000, called Coaching the Coach. So let's go another further. So what I said is, my online marketing business may be more important to me than this credit side gig. I don't want to be refunded. I take a month to enroll because I love your transparency. And I appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am the coach. I'm your credit coach's #1 coach. You dig what I'm saying? And that's cool. So my response to him was, thank you for the support and kind words, but your refund has already been processed and your access has been denied. And then his response is that your final decision? And the answer is yes, that was the final decision. Okay? That was the final decision. So that's very important, guys. So it's very important that you guys understand, if you guys want to do that, because there's so many people, they don't understand and they don't know. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't want to, make them feel bad, or, I don't want to make them feel bad or whatnot. And I'm not trying to troll them or trying to out them or quote unquote make them feel bad because of that. That's not the purpose. The purpose for that is just the mere fact that we as a business has a legit non-compete clause. So that's the reason why as a business we have a non-compete clause. As you guys see and know, based on this 5-part series, we're very serious when it comes to legalities, legal things. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the reason why we are very, very, very staunch when it comes to that, okay? Very, very staunch when it comes to that. Let's see. Why is the chat? The chat froze. Okay, it froze. Can you guys see me all right? Did something happen to everything? Let's see. The chat froze. What are we looking like? Let's see. Let me see. Oh yeah, the chat completely froze. Let's see. Restore chat. Had a lot of stuff going on. Had a lot of stuff going on. Had a lot of stuff going on. Okay, we can see it. Okay, yes, you see me? Okay, bet. It's thundering and lightning and storming out. Let's see. Pop this chat out. Pop out chat. Bam. There we go. And I can see you. And you guys can see me. And I'm taking your phone calls, guys. I'm going to take a couple more phone calls. 855-756-6639. That is 855-756-6639. We're good. That's good. We're good. That's good. So what do you guys think about that? So what do you guys think about the fact that I get those probably 3 and 4 times or a month. Somebody that gets that 3 or 4 times a month, and we legit have a non-compete. And you guys, and there is a video that I have in the course where I say that we will rain down on you with great vengeance and furious anger, anybody who choose to violate this. Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling me from?
How's it going, Dean? This is Chris Weaver. I'm the guy that was messaging you, man, earlier. Chris, the third son. I'm the third one in my family, man.
Okay, congratulations, Chris.
My name is Christopher Weaver, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
How are you doing today, my man? Thanks so much for chiming in.
Yes, sir. Great, man. Hey, thanks for having me on, man. Really quick, man. And this is something I've heard you answer, man, but I see more of a clear and direct answer.
Yes, absolutely.
So my wife and I, right, yeah. So basically, man, my credit not the best. I'm not able to get any unsecured loans or anything. My only option, and so I've been told by realtors and creditors that a secured credit card would be the only logical option just to build my credit. Low APR, about 11%. And once I'm done in about 6 months, doing good with that secured card,
6 months.
I will be able to apply for unsecured.
Sheesh. This advice that they're telling you is rubbish. Hold on, let me get the credit guru off the screen. Hold on, wait. That advice they're giving you is rubbish. Okay, well, I'm glad that you called in, my man. So what I want you to do is you follow me on Instagram. You see me on the screen. Go to e.deancole.com/E.DeanCole on Instagram and show me that you are subscribed to me. Make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube. Hit that screenshot showing you're subscribed and let me know what you just said, William Worthen. What's going on? Red Viking Truckers in the building. RVT is in the building. Hold on for a second. Who view deleted? What RVT says? Hold on. What did RVT says? All right. Not sure. Red Viking Trucker. I don't know if that's the real Red Viking Trucker. When the ecstasy coming? I think, yeah, this might be a fake RVT. I apologize for that. Yeah, let's go on and get this fake RVT up out of there. Let me go to his channel. Let's see. I'll be super surprised is that, yeah, they got 4 subscribers. Yeah, that's the fake Red Viking Trucker. I was about to say, come on with the games, man. Let me go ahead and block this person. Unblock user. He's already blocked. Okay. All right. I apologize for that. Because I like RVT. Okay, my bad. These trolls are crazy, man. They doing some crazy stuff. And then they wonder why I say the stuff that I say unapologetically. And then they wonder why. You know what I'm saying? I'm so quick to be on their head and talk about. And they wonder why that I talk about black empowerment. Because you want to know something? No African American person trolls like this. None. It's not because it's not in our culture. Because we're builders. And that's the reason why we're so successful. That's why they're failures, because they focus and they on the minor things and the minute things, and then they put their energy and efforts there because they're so mediocre. That's why they're stuck in the past, and they like how these African Americans have, how they surpass us, and we have 100 years above them. They just can't stand the fact that they're so mediocre. But my bad, I apologize. So back to answering your question.
No doubt, man.
Yes, sir. So back to answering your question. So this is the reason why. So realtors are great when it comes to finding real estate, looking at real estate. They're great when it comes to knowing how much areas are. But they have absolutely no idea about banking and finance, okay? Most loan officers, your average loan officer, not every, but your average loan officer doesn't understand underwriting guidelines. They understand how to submit a file, but they don't understand underwriting, okay? So, and this is the thing, your underwriter, now if you go to a large bank, they cannot tell you what I'm about to tell you right now. Because if they do, it's a violation of the Fair Credit Act. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped working for the banks, is because of the Fair Credit Act. The Fair Credit Act held me hostage because it is against the rules to tell somebody how to get approved for a mortgage when you're getting commission off of it from the banks. But as a business consultant that contracts and doesn't have a salary, I can do that. So this is what happens. See, the reason why you don't want to use a secured credit card is because when you use a secured credit card, 2 things. Thing number 1, it's only $500 in most cases. And so you need to have a large limit, because when you are trying to apply for larger lines of credit, they're going to look at your it's something that's called a high limit. And your high limit is only like $500. That's horrible. The second thing is they look at the type of credit. So you mentioned that you mentioned that you're married. How long you been married, my man?
About 3 years now.
Congratulations, 3
The end
years.
of this year, yeah. Thanks, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Now, back long time ago, long time ago, when you were single in your single days. Now let me know if you've noticed this or not. If you dated a bad chick and she was smoking hot and she was bad, all the other chicks wanted you because you had a bad chick on your arm. Have you noticed that before?
No doubt, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's another thing. If you dated a chick and she was homely and she didn't look that good and she didn't look that hot and she was just like as a matter of fact, you wouldn't even claim her because she was just a jump off. And the reason why is because you didn't want to be judged about her. Am I right about that?
That's happened, yeah.
Yep.
Sometime.
And then there's this thing where chicks that you date, they want to see who you've dated before and they want to compare themselves. I don't know why women compare themselves so much. And I don't mean to objectify women. I'm just talking to my man in the language that he can understand. Yeah, so I'm just talking about everybody else that's watching. I don't want them to think that I'm objectifying women, but I'm teaching truth to power so that she can understand credit type. So that's how credit type works. So as a lender, if I'm looking at your credit and I'm looking like, oh, well, you have this high risk card. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrutinize your application, and they're not going to discriminate against you based on your ethnicity or based on your geographic location, but they are allowed to discriminate against you based on your credit type. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's the reason why secured credit cards aren't good. So there is a list. I have a list of 5 companies that will give you $5,000 to $10,000 of unsecured lines of credit as long as you are not in a current bankruptcy. Are you in a current bankruptcy right now?
Nope.
Okay. Now, the second question is, do you currently owe child support that shows up on your credit report?
No.
Okay, good. So if that's the case, these companies are going to give you $5,000 to $10,000 a piece. So that's a total of $15,000. Okay, that's guaranteed to show up on your credit report in 60 days. All right. Now, what happens is that they report the first week of every month. So the ideal thing to do is to go through and get all of them. Okay, it's going to cost you a membership fee of like $99 one time. Okay, for each one. So let's do the math. If you do a secured credit card for $500, all you have is $500. But if you pay the $99 fee for 3 of these companies, one company doesn't charge a fee. So you invested $300, and now you have unsecured lines of credit. That's not a credit card, but an actual unsecured line of credit from stores and retailers in the amount of $15,000. That is going to boost up. That's going to do 2 things. The first thing it's going to do is going to boost up your credit, because now you have what's considered your highest credit limit. So now your highest credit limit will be $10,000 versus $500. And then the second thing it's going to do is going to reduce your utilization. So once it reduces your utilization, so now you'll go from, let's say, a 70% or a 90% utilization all the way down to a 3% credit utilization. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And once you do that, boom, then you'll be good to go. What's your current credit score right now?
Gotcha. Whether or not, okay. Well, it's in the 5.
In the 5s. Okay, cool. That's good. So by you doing that, that's going to raise your score anywhere from 75 to 100 points. In order to qualify for an FHA home, all you need is a 600. 580 with some lenders, but most lenders, all you need is a 600. 620, that's it.
Yeah.
And so by you doing that, you will be approved. So what I want you to do is make sure you come over to my Instagram, okay? Instagram.com/E.DeanCole, and you send me a screenshot showing me that you are subscribed, and then also send me a screenshot showing me that you subscribe, and then do a screenshot showing me that you that you follow me on Instagram. And then what we'll do is we're go ahead and give you that course for free. It's free $99, costs you absolutely nothing at all, and you'll be good to go.
Gotcha. Hey, look forward to it, man. Appreciate it, bro.
You're so very welcome, my man. Thanks so much for the support. Make sure you continue to share all the information so we can go ahead and win on these trolls and we can be successful, guys. All right, so What did you guys think about that call? Does that make sense? All right, so 302 Dre. So 302 Dre, if your problem is utilization, you need to get those lines of credit. The reason why is because that's going to drop your utilization. So think about it. If you're maxed out on all your cards, but now you have another $15,000 of lines of credit, that's going to drop your utilization. 302 Dre. All right. Shooter Brown says bang, bang. Yep, they're really trying, okay? Absolutely, it's a lot of redneck trolls. Well, that's why I appreciate you guys so much for your support. And then they wonder the reason why we say what we say. And we act like we act. There we go. Yes, you never like secured cards and will never get one. Absolutely, Cleo. That's good, guys. That was a great call, E-Dub. I appreciate it. That was a very good call. Absolutely. It makes sense. 302 Dre says true. Yep. So that's it, guys. So listen, I appreciate you guys so much for rocking with me. We've been on for an hour. I am going to open up the phone lines again. I think I want to do, what do you guys think about a weekly show on Mondays? Would you guys like something like that? So every Monday, if I came live every Monday to set the tone for your week, to set the atmosphere for your week, is that something that you guys would like to do, to see me come live like every Monday? Because since we're money making motivation and we're talking about, motivation, motivational Monday is actually very big hashtag. So I just answer my questions. So yeah, I'm going to do Monday motivation. So I think every single Monday we're going to do a Monday call, this show. So you guys will know if I know now, whatever the Spirit of the Lord, listen, if the Spirit of the Lord tells me to go live, I'm going to go live. Or if I'm adding to my 5-part series, I'm going to go live. But majority of the time, every single Monday, we're going to do a Monday show. If you guys like that, because like I like Tasha K. You guys know if you guys know who Tasha K is, I want you to say, I know. If you don't know who Tasha K is, I want you to say, don't know. And I want you to go and look her up on YouTube. Tasha ain't no joke. I love me some Tasha K. All right. Great idea, William. Absolutely. So Brandy Williams says, yes, sir. Absolutely. All right. So let's see. So Kamika says yes. Raquel says yes. Mandy says yes. E-Dub says yes. She Social says yes and gave me the heart face. Quiet Storm says yes. That's what I'm talking about. Quiet Storm. Yes. All right. So Kamika says what time? I think I'm gonna do the same time, like maybe 7 o'clock. So what about 7 o'clock on Monday? Is 7 o'clock on Monday a really good time? What time do you guys think is best? 7 o'clock or maybe 9 o'clock? Yeah, 7 o'clock. I think 7 o'clock is good. Like 7. When I was doing the afternoon show, it's perfect for you. Okay, Quiet Storm, that's good stuff. All right. So Paul says, oh, H, yeah. Absolutely. So Mr. Lewis says yes. All right. All right. So D'Amica says, there we go. All right. So a lot of people says, you know who Tasha is. Yeah. Yeah, she has all the scoop, Quiet Storm. I really do like Tasha. So she has something called Effery Fridays. So I think that I might have Motivational Mondays. So if she has Effery Fridays, I think I'm going to call it Motivational Mondays. So at Motivational Mondays, I'm going to create a playlist called Motivational Mondays. I'm going to create a playlist called Motivational Mondays and create some artwork that says Motivational Mondays for the thumbnail, Motivational Mondays, and then every single Monday is going to be a live call-in show, and it's going to be Motivational Mondays. I think I want to do that every single Monday, call it Motivational Mondays, where you guys can call in the live call-in show on Motivational Mondays. You guys like the idea? I think I like the idea too. I like that idea as well. 7 or 9 is good. Okay, that's good stuff. Paul says 7. Okay, yes. That would be great. Absolutely. Yes. Cool. Mondays. Tasha K for real with the wine. Yes, she is with her wine is in the building. Yep. 7 is the complete number. 7 is a complete number, E-Dub. All right. So you're going to schedule a 1 hour with me, Evol? Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely cool, Evol. We got to catch you and pick up. I'm not pick up. I'm sorry. We got to catch up we definitely have to catch up on that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we have to catch up on that. So we got to catch up on that. Absolutely. All right, so we're good. JP, what about the Facebook group? That's the reason why I think I want to do Mondays, because on Tuesdays, Motivational Mondays, I should trademark. I think it's already trademarked, but it's a hashtag that a lot of people use. So and that's one of the ways that I've been able to grow so quickly on Instagram. I've been able to grow so quickly on Instagram because I use popular hashtags, and I know how to hit the explore page on hashtags. And so if you guys make sure you subscribe to me on Instagram and hit that notification, on YouTube, and hit that notification bell, so that when you hit that notification bell, you guys will know when I'm live, just in case. But we are good to go, guys. So I appreciate that. All right, we are good to go. So guys, look, I appreciate you guys so much. So that troll said that I very seriously doubt for that troll. Let's kind of go back again. You ain't gonna be able to find nothing like this. What that troll was saying. Since a lot of people say, "Oh, it's green screen," and then so for that troll, you ain't got. We already know the deal with that. Come on with the games. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. But guys, listen, I appreciate you guys so much for all your support. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. If you don't know it, you can learn it. If you have not yet met the person, you can meet them. If you don't have the skill or the character, you can develop it. Go get them. Success is waiting for you.